Everywhere you look, screens. Phones in pockets, in hands, in front of faces. Yet this Irish town is telling young kids to put their phones down and switch off.
Guys, breakfast!
11-year-old Sophia Lilly and her brother 9-year-old AJ are in primary school, and like many of their classmates, they've never owned a phone. Because here in Greystones, parents, schools and local leaders have pledged to delay owning a phone until kids are at least 12 years old. And what do parents think about the ban?
Well, for me it was relief because I no longer had this pressure. I'd seen my brothers and sisters with older children. They had come up through the primary school. They had pressure from third class really to get mobile phones.
For it to be banned in school is really important, and so it was just like that. It's a no-brainer. It's just, that's the rules. There's no discussion needed about it, which is fantastic.
It wasn't really even an option for my daughter because I have an older child and he didn't get a phone until he was going into first year.
At the forefront of this change is St Patrick's School. It's one of 8 primary schools in Greystones that saw firsthand the effects of smartphones on children. Head teacher Rachel says the aim of the ban is to create a new norm.
When children have devices in their hands, at the click of a button, they can reach adult material far beyond their years. And that led us then as a group of principals to come together and to try and ask the community to hold off. And we were all about trying to create a new norm for our area, that it would just be normal for children primary age, up to the age of 12, 13, that they didn't have phones.
So what do Sophia Lilly and some of her classmates think about not having a smartphone?
I think it's a really good idea, so kids shouldn't get a phone too early as well, so they're not just jumping into it, and they can actually enjoy their time in school and their childhood and all, and they're not glued to their phones.
It really helps us understand because we were all oh, I want to get a phone, all this stuff. But we didn't really know what was out there, what could happen to us.
And I think it's good that everyone can know that phones can be good sometimes, but they can also be bad, so it's good to be educated on them, and I think it really helped a lot of us.
While the school bans phones, it's not saying no to technology.
Hi guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Kids still use interactive boards and iPads, and older students like Axel come in to prepare them for the digital world.
They all have social media. It's very common nowadays to have it at a young age, which I don't think is very good because it gives you a chance to compare yourself to other people on social media, which can't always or isn't always in a positive way. As well as there's a lot of stuff that's uncensored.
In Ireland, almost a quarter of 6-year-olds have their own smartphones, and 45% of 10-year-olds are allowed to use their smartphones in their bedrooms.
She had an iPhone 16.
Child and adolescent psychotherapist Sarah Ann says excessive use of mobile phones is affecting the brain.
If children are spending all that time on phones, well then they're not playing. So if they're not playing, they're not getting the opportunity to actually master those vital and absolutely essential skills in terms of creative problem solving, emotional regulation, fine and gross motor skills, attention spans, memory.
But does a smartphone ban really make a difference? A recent study by Dublin City University found that banning them has little to no impact on education and well-being. Head teacher Rachel says the benefits of delaying phone use is immeasurable.
We're really trying to protect childhood for that little bit longer. We're trying to, make sure that they do get these childhood years and that they aren't reduced down. And that's a real positive that we're seeing. And that's very hard to measure, but certainly keeping that innocence, that children don't have that device.
And for Sophia Lilly, next year she will be in secondary school and she will be allowed to own a phone. Will she get one?
The jury's still out. There's a kind of core group of friends that she has, and those mums as well, they don't have mobile phones either, the children. So we keep saying we must sit down, have a cup of tea and decide what are we going to do next, because I'd love to push it out as long as I can.
But as difficult as it seems for adults to put their phones down, even here in Greystones, at least the young ones will have that extra time to grow up before they log on.